Welcome back on your Wednesday. Let's dive right into the deep end. So where in the U.S. are bed bugs most likely to hitch a ride on your luggage or pre-loved furniture?
Seattle ranks number 14 on Pest Gnome's recent survey of the worst cities for bed bug infestations. Now, that's not the only Washington city on the list. Redmond, Bellevue, and Federal Way also ranking among the top 110 cities compared to the 500 biggest cities across the country. Joining us to continue the conversation this morning is Kimberly Magerl, one of the authors of this survey. Good morning to you, Kimberly.
Good morning.
Thanks for joining us. So talk with us about why the survey was even conducted and how the list was put together.
So our goal really was to raise awareness for the growing issue of bedbug, infestations. With the increase in travel, their bedbugs are hitchhikers, and they're present wherever people are. So particularly as we approach Bedbug Awareness Week in the first week of June, we just really wanted to shed some light on where there are some cities of major concern.
And ours is obviously one of them. As Tyrah mentioned, Seattle ranked number 14 on the list. So how does the Emerald City stack up in some of the key metrics on this?
Obviously you're a big city. You have a high number of, apartment buildings, condos, multi-unit residences. You have a lot of hotel accommodations. That really played in, your dense population really played into putting you up there at number 14. But also we looked at, past Google searches for 2023 for bed bugs. And West Seattle, had 3 of your library branches closed for bed bug fumigation last year. So that really helped put you up there as well.
Goodness. Ugh. All right. Okay, well, at least we're not in the top 5. What U.S. cities are?
So we've got, New York, Los Angeles is up there, Houston, and then we have San Francisco and Chicago. Chicago's number 4, and then San Francisco is at number 5.
Why do we think that those ranked where they were? Is it just because of population, high number of buildings, that sort of thing? Or why do we think those landed in the top 5?
Yeah, it's their populations, their apartment complexes. They also tend to have less exterminators per 10,000 or 100,000 people. So it's that sort of thing. More used furniture stores. Yeah, more hotels, more tourists coming in and out of the city, more people congregating. They do occur on public transportation as well. Spokane had problems with that last year too.
What are some tips for travelers to check for and just avoid those bed bugs?
So our experts gave us some really great tips. My favorite was leaving your luggage in the bathroom when you enter your hotel room, and then inspecting the bed for bed bugs or signs of an infestation before bringing your luggage further into the room. They also recommend never putting your luggage on the floor or on the bed, and to wash all of your clothes, regardless of if you wore it or not, on high heat when you get home. And then another really good tip was they recommend storing your luggage away from any sleeping areas or congregation areas in your home. It's don't just stuff it in the back of your closet, try to put it, away from where you're going to be sleeping.
All right, so put the luggage in the bathroom. That's kind of one of the big takeaways. If you find out that you have bed bugs in your home, are there steps that you should take to try to remedy that? And if so, what are those?
Yes. So you start by cleaning, vacuuming any specimens you see. Obviously, you're going to have to contact a professional. That's the only way you're going to get rid of these. They only, you can really only kill bed bugs with targeted pest control treatments, on the specimens that are, professional grade. There are also heat and steam treatments that they can apply. But the steps that, you yourself can take is just keeping a clean home, vacuum, regularly until the infestation is clear, and washing all of your clothes and linens on high heat and drying them for at least 20 minutes.
Kimberly, I'm curious, have you ever dealt with them before? And if so, what was that experience like?
I have not. Thankfully, I have never, knock on wood, but
Always something to search for when you get into a hotel room, though, for sure.
For sure.
Ooh.
Thank you so much for breaking down that survey for us.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
Oh goodness, yeah. I've never dealt with bed bugs, but I know people who've come back from amazing trips and they brought the bed bugs right back home with them.
It's weird, right? I don't think I've ever dealt with them either, but I've also heard horror stories of, you know, sometimes you might think that maybe it's more of a cheaper room that you're renting where you might find them, but you could find them anywhere. It doesn't have to be a, you know, a cheap hotel or Airbnb or whatever that you're getting. You know, it can be some expensive places too. It's just if somebody picks up one of those things and it just keeps on.
I feel them crawling on me right now. I'm getting like
Ugh.
goosebumps. But
Yeah.
last year, Paris Fashion Week, I believe it was last summer, there was this huge infestation of bed bugs. And it was during Fashion Week where there were a lot of tourists and a lot of the celebrities were leaving and heading back to North America to avoid that. Yeah.
And just the
look up some of
cleaning
those
process
stories. Yeah.
alone just takes a long time.
Man.
Let us know if you've dealt with them before.